Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Very welcome in this beautiful place. And I'm very happy with my work and very happy to share the ideas. And in a day with a theme like urban development. And city marketing is really important in urban developments. So you have to know which direction you have to take. So there are a lot of things happening in city marketing. If you want to do it right, you have to follow, in my opinion, you have to follow a few bullet points. And I hope I will make it clear at the end of my talk of the next 10 minutes that what it can help you, and so I can share how we did the process in Eindhoven. In our process, we start to do a research and talk with a lot of people, and a lot of these people were event or trend watchers, and they told us, make sure that you are a vibrant city. So make sure that you are in a list of 500 cities in the world where it's only there gonna happen. So it's gonna happen in less places in the future, but it's gonna happen more in these places. So be sure that you are in the list of 500. For me, the city exists by the grace of an upper and undercurrent, and this is very interesting because it's how the climate works, but it's also working on the climates into a town, or a city, or a region. So the best ideas always start in the bottom of the undercurrent, as you see, and what you see is when the ideas getting very well. People get enthusiastic about the ideas, like events or new apps or new other innovations, new products. Then you be careful that because it's going to be rise and high in the upper current, and then it's going to be very a political thing or a bureaucratic thing, and and it's not always more fun that you have in that process. So I'm going to talk about how you can be in the list of 500 in the next 20 years. So to get in this list, you have to make very clear choices on your core values. So you have to know where you're going the next 20 years with your city. You have to make choices. And before you make the choices, you have to make a big research. Research is 80% of your work, and we did it in Eindhoven on, say, about 6-7 months. We spent on research only. So we talked to people, we had discussions, we presenting our small ideas, the big ideas on the days where we're coming, but also the big ideas from in the next future, in 20 years. So by doing this research, you can make a proper discussion on how the core values will be. In Eindhoven, we set it up on technology, design and knowledge, but especially on technology and design. So it's quite a rare situation that we have a lot of people on technology, and very big amount of people are very creative. And there are a lot of contrast in between. And you don't find that in the world that much. So there are, as we know, 2 other cities who has this, and it's about Helsinki and San Francisco. So to have this done, this research, and you see that technology and design is so important for you, you have to set up a list of core values of your city. So you can call them brand values or city values. And in our research of these months, we found out that Eindhoven was quite open. So everybody wants to talk. They are very optimistic because we had a bad time around the 90s with the DAF and Philips almost capsized. And more or less, we were very optimistic about the future. But you have to be gentle. Not all the cities in Eindhoven are very gentle to tourists. And when you have a small city, like we are here today or in our town, is that you can train people to get very kind, very gentle to tourists, like to train taxi drivers or something. In the heart of the brand of Eindhoven, we found that we are very unconventional. So in the past, we found out that in the past we did very unconventional things to make big companies work. What we also did is working together. So the collaboration in Eindhoven is extremely strong. Everybody wants to join. Everybody, it's like you today, to share the problems, to share the ideas, everything. Another thing what was very important is that the way we work, and the way we work was very on experimental and very pointed to realization. So the real fix-it mentality, so you can have a lot of imagination, and you can be very creative, but you have to find the product at the end. So the production of the product has to be done. And also in Eindhoven, we were very proud to find a lot of companies who were really talented in this way of doing business. At the end, I will give you some 5 bullet points, and already we did, I think, 2. So first, you have to do a very good research. Then you have to make the very clear choices. We did it on technology and design and knowledge. And the third is that you have to make the ambition clear. So set up an agreement with the politics, the local town hall, to set what you are doing the next 10, 15 years. So you can imagine after 4 years, there's another regional political change happen, and then you have to be sure that your strategy is still going on. So what you also have to do when you have the core values, you have to find your target groups. So together with all partners in town, you have to set which target group every partner in town works on. So you have the town hall, you have a city marketing organization, maybe you got the province of wherever your city is in. And that's very important. So you have to make an agreement, okay, we go this direction, and everybody has to follow. And that makes not everybody happy, I will assure you. So if you put technology, design, and knowledge, what about sports? What about my nice marathon? What about my horse driving sports? What about culture? About everything what is outside and what Eindhoven was very good at. Read the papers and you find that in football and hockey and everything, very talented organizations. But for the city marketing, we didn't use these organizations or brands. What we did is afterwards, when we set up the agreement with all the partners in town, we set the core values, and we used the core values to make it happen, to build the brand. So here you see a picture of, I think, 12 studios, very different people, very different interests, people on 3D design, on 2D design, architects, fashion designers, everywhere, from every corner we took the creatives. And the funny thing is that we said, okay, who is going to build the brand? And I mean the logo and everything. So everybody wanted to do this. So the big studios came in, the big guys said, okay, that's my job. I said, no, we do it this way. We don't going to pitch it. We take out from all the studios in Eindhoven or the region, or people who are related to Eindhoven, we take the best people out of all the organizations. So you can say it's like a Dutch football team, that you put the target guy you took from one club and a defender from the other club. So usually they are competitors, and from this process on, they work together. And that's one of the core values in Eindhoven, which we used to make a new storytelling. Storytelling to prove that the brand works for the region. You need a lot of these storytellings. Okay, and then the trouble starts. As I told you, there are a lot of people didn't like what we were doing. So they would say, okay, what about my sports or horses or my violin quartet, everything. I said, okay, don't worry. Can you imagine that this is a picture of one of the two big events in Eindhoven. It's the Glow Light Festival. And there are 650,000 people coming to this event every year in a week time. So very successful. But you have to be hard. If you really choose for technology and design, you know what you have to do. You know, you want to score 100%. And design is design. So, and technology is technology. And if you know that you have these talented people in your city yourself, and you see what's happening here. This is a company from Italy. I will say this was one of the most popular concepts during the Glow route in 5 years ago. But what happened, you can buy this from a brochure. So, and that's my big problem. And there is my, that's where the troublemaker in me is coming out of my body and getting mad on people who's organizing these kind of things. You know that you have the talented people around you in the same region from a distance of 10 kilometers. And then you go to hire from some Italian guys, which other city also can do. So other cities like Amsterdam, they can call the same guys. That's not what we want. But on the other hand, the violin quartet can be placed in the middle. So everybody can join. And that's what I try to tell you, that if you make very strong choices, everybody can work on these choices. This was a very nice project during the Dutch Design Week. Lucas Maassen, a very naughty designer. I said, I need, on 6 places in town, I need something really design. So I called quite 6 very talented, important designers in Eindhoven, and this is what the guy did. And this is really funny, because you are asked like a designer, but you come up with this. And this is really unique. So it's not like buying something from an Italian company. This is really unique. And this is also very important, that the violin quartet is important, but also the shops. Everybody can add value to your brand. So in a way, so we connect good designers together with the shops. So you can find here on the shop of the windows of the shops we're all connected in a route. And so the mentality is really going to change. So the people in the shops are feeling that they are in the brand, and they grow in the mentality of the brand, and that's what you want. And I want to finish up with a kind of what I saw in one of the expos in Eindhoven, and this is what city marketing is all about. So stay in this 500 list, do good research, make the choices, make the commitments with all the partners, use your own DNA, and 5, make some trouble. Thank you very much.